What if the biggest mistake men over 50 make for blood flow isn't aging, but something you're still doing every day? We've been told declining circulation, energy, and performance are just part of getting older, but that belief is costing you vitality. The real issue isn't your age, it's a simple habit blocking nitric oxide and testosterone support. Today I'll show you a surprisingly powerful 2-ingredient combo that helps restore natural blood flow safely. I'm Dr. Barbara O'Neill, a physician and longevity researcher with decades of clinical experience. Tell me where you're watching from and gently tap like and subscribe so you don't miss what comes next. Most men over 50 don't realize their circulation problems aren't just about age. They're about something they're still doing every single day. You might think declining blood flow is inevitable, maybe due to low testosterone, poor sleep, or just slowing down. But in many cases, the real culprit is sitting on your breakfast plate or in your coffee cup. It's added sugar, not just the obvious kinds like donuts or soda, but hidden sugars in cereal, flavored yogurts, packaged bread, even healthy smoothies. These spike your blood sugar, trigger inflammation, and damage the inner lining of your blood vessels, what we call the endothelium. And once that lining is irritated, your body produces less nitric oxide, which is the key molecule responsible for relaxing and opening up your blood vessels. When nitric oxide levels drop, blood vessels can't dilate properly. That means less blood gets to your heart, brain, muscles, and yes, your reproductive organs too. Over time, this can lead to cold hands and feet, brain fog, fatigue, and performance issues that no one likes to talk about. And here's the kicker. The problem isn't just occasional sugar, it's the chronic low-level intake throughout the day, just enough to keep your blood vessels under pressure, but not enough to raise red flags at your doctor's office. I had a patient, let's call him Tom, who was 63 and came in complaining of low energy, poor sleep, and feeling cold all the time. His testosterone levels were fine, blood pressure fine, but when we looked at his daily habits, he was unknowingly consuming 50 to 60 grams of hidden sugar by 10 a.m., and his body was inflamed because of it. We replaced his usual cereal and flavored creamer with high-protein eggs and black coffee, added in a nitric oxide-rich vegetable later in the day, and within 3 weeks, he reported warmer hands, better focus, and even improved sleep. Not from a supplement, but from removing what was blocking his natural blood flow to begin with. This doesn't mean you need to cut out all carbohydrates. Your body needs energy. But what men over 50 need to understand is that sugar, even in small but constant doses, becomes a slow poison to circulation. Once you begin noticing the signs, fatigue, cold limbs, slower recovery, foggy memory, it's already doing damage beneath the surface. And sugar isn't the only thing blocking nitric oxide production. There's another hidden factor that affects how your blood vessels respond as you age, and we'll dive into that next. After 50, blood flow doesn't just decline because of age, it changes because the systems that regulate it begin to lose their rhythm. Most men I work with think it's all about testosterone, and while that hormone absolutely plays a role, it's not the whole picture. In fact, one of the most overlooked players in this conversation is nitric oxide. This is a molecule your body produces naturally, and it tells your blood vessels when to open and relax, allowing blood to flow freely. But here's the problem. After age 40, your nitric oxide production begins to decline by as much as 10% each decade. By 60, you may be making only half of what you used to. Now let's bring testosterone into the picture. Yes, testosterone helps support muscle mass, drive, and overall vitality, but it also indirectly influences blood flow. When your testosterone is low, your body becomes less efficient at using nitric oxide. That means even if you're producing some, your blood vessels might not be responding the way they should. But what makes it worse? Poor sleep. Men over 50 often start to experience fragmented sleep, and that disruption throws off your natural hormonal repair cycles, especially at night when your body would normally restore both testosterone and nitric oxide levels. Think of it like a three-legged stool: nitric oxide, testosterone, and sleep. If one leg is off, the whole system becomes unstable. And when circulation drops, the symptoms show up in ways that feel subtle but frustrating, like cold feet, slower workouts, lack of drive, or waking up unrefreshed even after a full night's rest. I see it all the time. Men who try to fix one piece, like taking testosterone boosters, but ignore the rest. That's why they don't get results, because real blood flow support happens when all three systems are gently restored together. Let me share a quick story. One of my patients, Robert, age 67, was exercising regularly and eating well, but still struggled with energy and performance. He didn't need more effort, he needed smarter support. We focused on improving his evening wind-down routine, adding key foods that support nitric oxide, and working on natural testosterone support through light resistance training. Within a month, he reported warmer extremities, deeper sleep, and even better morning focus, all without medication. Now here's the part most men never hear. There's a specific food-based combo that works with these systems, not against them. It's natural, safe, and doesn't rely on pills or gimmicks. And when used correctly, it can quietly help restore the flow you thought was gone for good. Let me show you what it is in the next chapter. Here's the truth: no supplement, no prescription, and no hormone gel will do what this two-ingredient combo can do when it comes to restoring healthy blood flow, naturally and safely. You see, your body already knows how to circulate blood effectively, but over time, especially after 50, it needs the right signals. That's where this combination comes in. It's not exotic or expensive. In fact, you probably have both ingredients in your kitchen right now. What matters isn't just what they are, but when and how you use them together. The first ingredient is beetroot. Why beets? Because they're one of the richest natural sources of dietary nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes blood vessels and allows blood to flow freely. Remember, nitric oxide production drops as you age, which is why this matters even more for men over 50. But beets alone aren't enough. That's where the second ingredient comes in, a small amount of citrus, like lemon or orange. The vitamin C and antioxidants in citrus help preserve and amplify nitric oxide in your bloodstream. They also help neutralize free radicals that damage your arteries over time. Now here's the key most people miss. These two ingredients are most effective together and on an empty stomach. That's because stomach acid plays a role in the conversion process from nitrate to nitric oxide. When you take this combo first thing in the morning, or 1 to 2 hours after your last meal, your body absorbs it more efficiently and you get a better blood flow response. I usually recommend blending 1 small beet with half a lemon and a bit of water into a shot. That's it. No sugar, no additives. Just nature doing what it was designed to do. I had a patient named Gerald, 69, who was skeptical at first. He thought, a beet and a lemon? That's too simple. But he was tired of feeling cold, drained, and less like himself. So he gave it a try, just 3 times a week to start. Within 10 days, his hands felt warmer, he wasn't hitting that afternoon crash, and even his wife noticed he had more energy. What changed? His blood vessels were finally getting the signal they needed. This combo doesn't fix everything, but it's a foundation. And when your circulation improves, everything else, your sleep, your energy, even your mood, starts to shift. But don't rush out and chug beet juice yet. There's a right way to use this combo for best results, and a few mistakes that can undo the benefits. I'll walk you through that next. Now that you know what the 2-ingredient combo is, let's talk about how to actually use it the right way, because this is where most men over 50 miss out. Just like medication needs a correct dose and timing, natural remedies need a rhythm that matches your body's biology. The beet and citrus combo works beautifully when and how you use it properly. But used the wrong way, it can lead to disappointment or worse, no results at all. First, timing. The best time to take this is first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Why? Because your stomach acid plays a big role in converting the nitrates from beets into nitric oxide. If you've just eaten a meal, especially one with fat or protein, it slows absorption and weakens the effect. So aim for a 12 to 14 ounce glass of water right after waking up. Wait 15 minutes, then take your beet citrus combo. If you're fasting or waiting for breakfast, that's even better. You're giving your system the cleanest path for absorption. Second, frequency. For men over 50, I recommend starting with this combo 3 to 4 times per week. You don't need to take it every day. Your body builds up a response. In fact, giving your system a break in between allows your nitric oxide pathways to reset and stay sensitive. Some men do well with an every other day rhythm. And remember, consistency beats intensity. You're not trying to force change overnight. You're building momentum for long-term circulation support. Now let's talk about mistakes. One common error is using canned beets or beet powders loaded with sugar or preservatives. These may taste better, but they blunt the benefits and can even work against you. Always go for raw or lightly cooked beets. If juicing, use just one small beet, don't overdo it. Too much nitrate at once can upset your stomach or trigger lightheadedness. And when it comes to citrus, fresh squeezed lemon or orange is best. Skip the store-bought juice. It's often pasteurized and stripped of the active antioxidants that protect nitric oxide. Finally, remember to listen to your body. Some men notice benefits in just a week. Warmer fingers, better mental clarity, improved sleep. Others may take longer depending on their diet, sleep, or stress levels. This isn't a magic bullet, it's a foundation. And when you combine it with better sleep and light movement, the effects become even stronger. But now that you're doing this right, you might wonder, how will I know it's really working? What signs should I watch for? And what's the last benefit most men don't expect? That's exactly what we'll cover next. When men over 50 start using the beet and citrus combo consistently, the first changes are often subtle but deeply encouraging. One of the earliest signs is warmth. Hands and feet that used to feel cold, especially in the morning or at night, start to feel noticeably warmer. That's your blood vessels opening up. Your body is finally circulating blood more efficiently, especially to the extremities, which are often the first to suffer from poor flow. Next comes energy, not the jittery kind from caffeine, but a steadier, more grounded feeling throughout the day. Men tell me, I don't hit that afternoon wall anymore, or I'm getting things done again without needing a nap. That's because improved circulation delivers more oxygen and nutrients to your muscles and brain. Your body stops operating in low power mode. The combo also supports nitric oxide, which helps regulate mitochondrial function, the little engines that produce your cellular energy. Sleep is another area that improves quickly, often within 2 weeks. Better blood flow means better nighttime oxygen delivery, which helps with recovery, relaxation, and even REM cycles. Many men notice they're waking up less, sleeping deeper, and feeling more refreshed in the morning. And here's something interesting. As sleep quality improves, testosterone production often follows. It's during deep sleep that your body does most of its hormonal repair. So even without adding any new supplement, your internal systems begin to cooperate again. Confidence is a harder thing to measure, but it comes next. When circulation improves and you start feeling warmer, more rested, and more energized, it affects how you carry yourself. You feel sharper, more grounded, more like the man you remember being. Men have told me they started initiating more social activities, returning to hobbies, or feeling more emotionally connected in their relationships. It's not just physical, it's psychological. Blood flow is life flow. Now, here's the benefit that surprises most men: cognitive clarity. Around the 4 to 6 week mark, as your brain gets more consistent blood supply, You may find your memory improving. Words come faster. You focus longer. That fog that made you feel off starts to lift. Your brain is incredibly sensitive to circulation, and once you improve flow, even slightly, your mind responds. You begin feeling present again. But none of this happens overnight. It's the result of small, consistent steps that send a powerful message to your body. We're not declining, we're rebuilding. And it all starts with restoring the signals that age has slowly dimmed. So where do you go from here? That's what we'll talk about next. Because the journey doesn't stop at feeling better. It's about creating a future you're excited to step into. Here's what I want you to remember. Your body isn't broken, it's adaptive. Every symptom you've been feeling, low energy, cold limbs, poor sleep, reduced drive, isn't just getting older. It's your body responding to missing signals it once had in abundance. And the good news, you can bring those signals back. With just a few simple, consistent changes, men over 50 can create powerful shifts in circulation, strength, and confidence without medication and without chasing youth. You're not behind. You're right on time to reclaim control over your health. If this video resonated, share your thoughts in the comments. Other men need to hear your story. And don't forget to subscribe. This is more than a channel. It's a growing community of men who believe the second half of life can be their strongest. Let's keep going together, because your best years aren't behind you, they're just beginning.